Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about crazy pieces and the way that they parent their damn children. None of these kids are smart, first of all, which sucks because, and I'm not making fun of them, I'm just saying that they just are raised by idiots. And so then themselves become idiots. And it sucks because a lot of these kids are probably pretty cool, okay? But Max's ex-girlfriend drops this video where she's bawling her eyes out, snot flailing everywhere, talking about breaking up. You know, people are sending this video to me, and she accuses him of stealing something that he gave to her, which is theft, and I don't care who you are. Okay, then Max drops a video with literal zero emotion, like, hi, this is a video my mom made me do, and so here. And apparently you can almost, I don't know if it's true, but I've seen the Reddit, her silhouette is in like the TV behind him in this thing, because like this is what Crystal does. Crystal gets her kids and then they make all these crazy public mistakes because they are made famous because Crystal did that to them, and then they have to be held accountable on the internet for things that normal kids go through, and it's crazy, but we gotta talk about it, so let's talk about it. So as you know, Crazy Pieces is one of the worst out there for the exploitation of adopted children. Same with Crazy Middles, very similar to Doherty Dozen, very similar to Not Enough Nelsons. These people adopt children, they give their stories to the internet, and they make millions of dollars doing it, okay? And Crystal and Aaron are actually the worst parents I've ever seen on this platform, right? Not like, okay, not worse, as in worse, because we have, you got Ruby Frankie out there, you got Doherty Dozen, but the most absent, I guess. And Crystal isn't actually trying to be a parent to her children. She wants to be a buddy, right? She's developmentally arrested at around 17 years old because, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but that's when she got together with Aaron. And he was like, 21 or something like that? So it's a grown adult male with a teenager, young girl getting together. It's kind of how it is for the Mormon church. It's not talked about enough how disgusting it is, but it is what it is. And the whole world knows about it because they've made themselves famous, right? They've made millions of dollars on a social media platform talking about their life, living in their mansions, moving around here to there, and basically just being absent in their children's lives. Because first, there's no possible way you can have that many kids and give them the personal attention that each of them needs. We're not talking about deserves, because every kid deserves to have a loving parent or two parents, right? They deserve that. But they don't even have that. And maybe they're loved, but they're mostly spoiled and they're mostly neglected. And we know that because kids come in and out of this whole thing, and it's going to be whistleblown eventually. But we know that because the kids all turn out pretty bad. And I mean, and I'm not saying all the kids are bad, but there's a pattern of the kids as they age out of being teenagers and turn into adults. They all kind of make the same choices. We had Alex out there making bad decisions, getting engaged right off the bat with some girl, then moved in with her, then they broke up, and that was all a public thing. Now he's like with another girl, I'm not sure he's engaged, but Crystal's always there in the middle of all this stuff. Well, all they're making bad decisions. Alex gets evicted. She's there filming it. Like, they'll give you the film of everything, but they won't tell you what's going on, right? But they claim that they're real and raw. They claim that they're giving you the life. This is what it's like to be in a big family, but she very, very, very much so, and so does Aaron. They take away all the little things that actually make it real and raw and the real parts, and they want it to come across as something that's not true. And so you got their other daughter out there, I think her name's Ariana, I think out there, getting crazy on TikTok and becoming like, has a total attitude, and she's like very spoiled rotten. She's a brat, drops out of school multiple times. And the only reason we know all this, that these kids have their lives publicly put on the internet, is because one, Crystal and Aaron made them famous without their consent. And two, these kids try to perpetuate that online because they think that's the only way that they can make money, is to be social media influencers. And none of them are good at it. And I mean, not even close. And Crazy Pieces aren't even good at it. They just got lucky, right? YouTube is 80% luck and you're hitting the algorithm at the right time, and 20% content, like, good. Like, if you're talented at making content, because there's so many people out there who make insanely good content and they're not big at all. One of my main people that hated me for the longest time was Cursed Eye. And if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe to her. I know I never talk about her, but she hates me. She maybe still does. But I will stand on this, okay? She makes amazing content. She's a very, very, very good content creator. Great voice, great script writer, great everything. She does research. She's very good at what she does. And doesn't get a lot of hits. And that's just what, I mean, it's just a tiny example of it. Crazy Pieces makes shit content, garbage, absolute trash content, and they just hit the algorithm at the right time. Now their kids think that they can just mirror that and go on with it, but nobody's watching this garbage anymore. And Max has his own channel right here, trying to do this thing, and it's not going so well. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, so yeah, so Max starts his own channel, and he's got this YouTube channel right here, and it's called Max Pettit, and he's got 40,000 subscribers. It's not few, that's a lot. But the reason why they're not really successful at this is because their content is trash, right? They can't, like, they're just trying to mirror what their parents are doing, and their content is trash. But again, I'll say it again, they got lucky. That's all that this is. They're exploiting children to get where they are. If it was just Crystal and Aaron making videos, there's no way nobody would watch them. Like, what? They're garbage. So they use children they exploit children's stories and try to come across as being awesome parents and all this kind of stuff. And that's all they really had. And that's how they got where they are. But Max doesn't have the ability to do that. Like Cassidy, Not Enough Nelson's does with her sister. She makes tons of money because she exploits her brothers and sisters too. She basically does exactly what her mom Tiffany does. But Max isn't doing that. Max has I think he's 20 now, but he's got 3 million views in his channel. He made a little bit of money, but not a ton of money. He's basically the mirror image of his father, which is unfortunate. You know, is interested in trucks and is the same thumbnail in every damn... He has the same photo in every damn thumbnail. Like, his hair's unkempt. He's his father. He's literally just like, I don't care about my appearance at all. And here am I to show you things. But he also doesn't get anything completed. It's just like all of the children in this family who go on. They don't finish school. They don't do their jobs. They get evicted from apartments. None of these kids are, I don't know how you say it, functioning adults, and it's not their fault. I mean, to a degree, once you become an adult, you know, you have to take some responsibility, but it really is Crystal and Aaron's fault that these kids are like this. Okay, it really is. There's nobody to blame but themselves. Okay, and so Max out here trying to do this, and he has this girl in his channel named Keely. And he still has her on the channel, which is kind of chachi. Just take the videos of her down. Like, if you're done with her, if you guys aren't together anymore, take it down. Bring up, like, we ranked every Snapple flavor, painting with my girlfriend. Like, she's in a lot of his videos, and so is Crystal. And it's like, ugh. But I'm gonna bring up this video in a little bit later, this Gatorade video, because it's the one I watched. So recently I got a bunch of messages about everybody, Josh, you gotta go watch this video. Her name is Keely D, and she is, I'm not sure she's Mormon, likely she's Mormon. I don't know anything about this girl except for that she made this video called I'm Done, okay? And in this video, I watched it because I honestly watched it in bed and I screen recorded on my phone because I got it so late. I didn't want to come downstairs and like fire up the computer and download the video, but I screen recorded it because I honestly thought that this would be deleted the next day, because she's obviously emotionally distraught. She is destroyed because Max broke up with her, right? The video is just her crying about how, like, you guys aren't going to watch me anymore because I'm no longer connected to Max, and I'm really worried about that, and also my heart's broken and I want to be reminded of him, and also he came in and took something that he gave me and took it. So basically theft is, in my opinion, if she is correct in what she's saying, he stole something. But then Max did a video, which we're going to look at here in a second, where he goes through her video. So I'm not going to go through her video because Max does it, right? But what you have to know is that she is emotionally destroyed. Okay, she gets on the camera. A lot of people are upset with her because she's like, oh, you're just doing this for clout and everything else. But this is what YouTubers do. Okay, and it is her prerogative. If she wants to get on the internet and tell you all about the situation because she's a YouTuber, they're YouTubers. This is basically what she has. She wanted to come on and tell you guys because this is her way of venting. I'm not saying it's always the best thing to do is to put your stuff out on the internet, but she's an adult. Max is an adult. This is what she knows. This is what Max knows. And so this is where it's gone. When I watched this video, it had something like 11,000 views, and now it has 23,000 views. 75 downvotes, which is, you know, not a bad ratio here, which I'm surprised at, because in the comments there was like, I don't know, it was like 100 comments, maybe I think it was 45 comments when I read it, just all supporting her, right? Because they're all coming from the snark forum for Crazy Middles, Crazy Pieces, and they're supporting her because she's telling her side. And she doesn't really even tell her side. She really just blubs on camera for a little while, and it's like, it's sad to see, and it's just really sad because she clearly had huge feelings for Max, right? And I understand, like, kids break up and things happen, and these are life lessons, right? And so she doesn't really get into detail. She doesn't even mention his name in this video, by the way. Not even a little bit. So all the comments were pretty supportive, pretty. And then I said, if he took something that was yours, then you have legal recourse. I'd call the police and see what your options are. Now, I'm pretty sure Max and his mom decided to do the video after they saw my comment because it's one of the most upvoted comments to that point. And so Max was forced to come out with a video, this video here. And I say Max was forced to come out with it because Max's mom made him do this. Okay, Max is an adult, but his mother runs the shit. Okay? When anything, all the shit hits a fan for her kids, she always steps in because they have to consider their image. And their image is so tarnished right now, but they do their best to mitigate the disasters that their children's cause, because these children should be able to make mistakes. And I'm not saying that these kids making the mistakes makes these kids bad. I don't think these kids are bad. I honestly just think that these kids don't get to live out their mistakes like normal kids do because their parents made them famous, and so they're held under a magnifying glass for every decision they make, and they shouldn't be, but they are, and that's the reality here. That's what we're looking at. A lot of people are upset with me because they go, oh Josh, why don't you just leave them alone? Because this is what we're talking about. This is what I talk about on my channel. Okay? These parents do this to these children, and then they are held accountable by strangers online all the time for decisions kids make all the time. Right? They might say the N-word or do something crazy one day, and 2 years down the road it'll be unearthed, and then they can get canceled and destroy their lives, right? They might do something stupid as a kid and it might come out, or they might get evicted or lose a job or quit school or do things that kids do. Okay? Get 10 speeding tickets, that kind of thing. It all comes out. And do you think that these kids deserve it? No, they don't. Right? But that's the reality of what's happening right now. All of these, you think these kids want all their freaking personal information on the internet post all the bad stuff, right? No, they don't. But the parents are to blame every single step of the way for what's happening right here. Okay, and that's the same with this story. Now, this video is a little bit long, but I want you to, the reason why I'm doing this timeline like this, so I watched Keely's video, had mostly positive comments reinforcing her. Hey, you dodged a bullet. Don't worry about Max. He's a spoiled, rotten child, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was on her side. Then he drops this video. And then the hate pours in, and you watch. We're going to go look at the hate afterwards. Let's not forget, okay, that these are, 20-year-olds, 18, 19-year-olds. I don't even know how old they are, right? And it's all crazy people who have parasocial relationships with Max who are going to bat for him in Keely's comment section. And this is exactly what Crystal and Max wanted. Okay? Even though they're probably going to say something like, don't send them hate. No, it's exactly. Because if you didn't want people to send her hate, you just kept your mouth shut. If you did nothing wrong, you'd have just kept your mouth shut. Call a lawyer, call the police, whatever the case may be. You don't have to get out there and do a video about it. You don't have to do it. That's your prerogative to do it, but you don't have to. Especially considering on this channel, the top comment, where Crazy Middles wrote this: Max, we love and support you so much. Your strength and authenticity inspire us. Keep being your amazing self. Is he amazing? Because this video is him literally acting like a sociopath. She's bawling her eyes out, and he's like, hi, my mom made me do this video. And it's so creepy, okay? But he's got two massive channels behind him, Crazy Pieces and Crazy Middles, backing him up with their fans that will go to bat for him. And she's got like, I know she's got like 5,000 subscribers, but they all came from his side anyway. Right? So she's going up. This is a David and Goliath story. They can put out whatever narrative they want to put out, and people will believe it because for some reason, people think that they're authentic, and they're not.
I want to start this video off with, I would have never made a video on this situation.
I want you to keep an eye up here, okay? Tyson, I know there's a little bit of editing because I want to see if the head moves.
I didn't plan to make a video on this situation. The video I posted yesterday, this was the personal scenario that was going on in my life that I didn't want to share on the internet.
He posted a video saying Happy New Year's. Sorry I didn't do all of Vlogmas, but I was going through personal stuff. And that's honestly no problem. That's great. That should have just been where it left. I will continue to reiterate this to this video. He did not have to make this video because what she said wasn't that bad. It's just a regular old breakup. Unless the theft thing is true, then okay, I get it. But at the same time, you still don't need to make a video on it. You can do that through legal avenues. You could be like, look, if she's lying about that, then you can do that through legal avenues. Tell her to apologize, send her a cease and desist. You don't have to do it this way, okay? Because this is bad blood. That's all I'm saying.
The most I was going to do was post an Instagram story saying we broke up, like stuff happens. But unfortunately, my ex
Notice he's got a big thing of notes here. Who do you think wrote those notes in that nice little notebook? Mommy dearest, teeth and weird face.
Posted something, and she completely slandered my name, and
he doesn't even know what that means. That's again, everything you're hearing from here, this is all from Crystal, and that's why there's so many edits, because she's As you can see, that thing is that person's missing out of there now. But basically, she's sitting behind this camera and she's telling him what to say. And this is supposed to be an adult. And this is crazy that the mother's stepping into this and being like, why are you getting involved in this anyway, Crystal? It has nothing to do with you. But she makes everything about her. Everything. Even her kids' failures.
Told a bunch of lies. So I'm going to go through her video point by point and show you what all she lied about. I also would like to say this is very hard for me to watch.
Shut up.
I've spent the last 6 months of my life with her, and this whole situation for me has been very hard, but I would like to come on here and tell my side of the story. Please do not go give her hate. That is not what this is for. I am just trying to...
This is exactly what this is for. So spare me. Spare me.
Tell you guys how she portrayed me in her video is not what actually happened.
And she just portrayed him as being like... It's just regular, like he just didn't care at the end, and it sounds like you didn't, because look at this guy. He's like, let's just tell my side of the story. You don't care, so just admit it.
So, let's get into it.
I don't know. I don't know how many of you are going to watch this. Because after you find out something, you're not going to want to see me anymore.
Now, what she's saying there is when you find out that Max and I are not together anymore, you're not going to want to come watch my YouTube videos anymore. That's what she's saying.
Because I don't have him in the videos, you know? I went with him on a trip, like to Las Vegas or whatever, and then I came back.
Let me start off with saying the 21st of December was our 6-month anniversary, and she has been sending me TikToks and sending me memes and videos and just everything. She wanted to be engaged, and she had told me several times she wanted to be engaged. And so I had started planning back in November. So on this trip...
Another failure of your parents. And this is Alex, this is Max, this is all of them. They jump into relationships like willy-nilly, just, let's go! I swear to God, Crystal is hoping one of her teenagers gets pregnant so she could be a grandmother and like make content. I swear that's what this is about. These kids are not told proper ways of being in a relationship. And you know what? It's not even that they're not told. It's that the only thing that they have to look at is their parents. And clearly their parents have failed at their relationship if they think this is how relationships work. 6 months? And you're what, 19? 18? I think it might be 20. I don't know. But still, 6 months? Are you out of your mind?
I proposed to her, and this is the trip she's talking about. I don't know exactly why she's hiding this from everybody. She actually wanted to lie, her and her mom wanted to lie to her dad about not being proposed to, and they wanted me to try re-proposing.
What? That's a little bit weird.
So basically we're going to ignore the old proposal. They wanted me to ask the dad because I didn't initially do that.
Okay.
And they wanted me to ask the dad, and then we'd fake another proposal. And she wanted to lie to her dad about that.
All right, let's break this down a bit. And I kind of am with him on this one, but at the same time, I'm not. So if you knew it was important, clearly you shouldn't be engaged to someone you have no idea about their values, okay? Clearly. You're a Mormon, she's probably a Mormon. The first thing you do if you're in a Christian relationship, and I'm not saying a Mormon relationship because it's not Christian, and if you're in a traditional style relationship, you know that you have to go talk to the dad. I did that. Okay? And so I can understand her saying, look, this proposal was great. He probably sprung it on her. She probably didn't know it was happening. I'm sure Crystal was there trying to make a video about it, but was holding on to the video because the last one didn't really end up very well. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, I really love that you did that, but it would be really awesome if you talk to my dad first. So she pretty much, if I'm hearing this correctly, he's making it sound like she just wanted a new one that's fake, but she wanted to say, look, I'm taking back this thing. And I want you to ask my dad first and then re-propose, which is a bit weird, but at the same time, it's not. It's just that's the weird religious part of this whole thing. So he's making it sound like she just wanted to fake it for a camera, but it's sounding to me like she wanted to have it done properly. Does that make sense?
And her mom was in on it. I know they didn't want to hurt his feelings, and which I completely understand. And I was completely on board of not announcing the engagement to him till he felt better.
My dad was sick, so I had to make sure I got here earlier than what I was supposed to.
So what she's referring to here...
Yeah, I watched it. She was really, really vague. And and a lot of people are upset with her for being vague, but what you have to understand is that she knows she's coming up against Goliath when it comes to the industry of video content. She's legitimately frightened. That's why she's being super vague. And people are like, oh, you're just being vague. No, she's scared, everybody. That should tell you more than anything else. She's literally scared to make this video and name names and do these things and be specific because she's honestly probably scared to be sued. That's crazy.
Is her dad got sick the day after I proposed to her, and we were scrambling to try to find early flights.
Let's just say, he really didn't care that my dad was sick. And he didn't care about anything, actually.
So I did care, and...
You sound like you care, buddy, with your mother's notes in your lap. And there she is. Who's that? Who's that sitting? You can almost see her veneers in this reflection. Okay, you can almost see the veneers.
That is why getting her home early and getting her to her dad.
So watch.
He really didn't care that my dad was sick. And he didn't care.
See, he just looked at somebody and laughed. Just so you're aware. He just looked at somebody and did a little giggle. Does that sound like someone who cares? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then his mom sits down on the couch.
About anything, actually.
So I did...
See? There, right after that. Looks like someone's holding a phone. And who does that? Right? That's Crystal.
There, and that is why getting her home early
and that is why cut, and then something else. That is why then he said something else, because Crystal's back there directing it. There's too many weird cuts already in this video.
Getting her to her dad. And also, to say I don't care is absolutely wrong. I have been told on 2 separate occasions that I am a part of your family, and I was not treated that way. I said, let me come to the hospital, let me see you guys, let me do anything I can, anything you guys need, and these are all in text messages and can be proven.
Why would you say who cares? Again, she's a heartbroken girl because you broke up with her because she asked you to do something that was important to her, and you're like, well, you know what? It's not worth it. Let's break up instead. So let me get this straight. You proposed to a girl and then 2 days later broke up with her, or something that looks like days later. Broke up with her. So were you in love with her, or are you just proposing for what reason? So make that make sense. So she wanted something, and you're like, instead of the thing that you apparently, who would you propose to a girl you didn't love? And why would you do that? Okay, you shouldn't propose at this young anyway. But what I'm saying is that you proposed. So clearly there's feelings. So she wanted something different. Something happened. The video looked like it was all set up and staged for the proposal. And then she wanted something different. And then it sounds like Mommy Dearest was like, no. We already filmed it. We already did this. We're not doing that all again. Break up with her. That's what it sounds like. He's being coerced into all of this. That's what it sounds like to me. That's the craziest, weirdest part about this whole thing.
But I just endlessly tried to help. I tried to be nothing but helpful. I actually had brought them dinner.
Oh my God, you brought them dinner? Like, I can see why you should make this video, because you brought them dinner.
I had home-cooked burgers and,
I thought you, picked them up something nice. You made burgers at home, brought them to their house. They were probably ice cold by the time they got there.
Set out all the ingredients in the boxes and stuff.
Did you? Whoa, man. You went so far.
And got those to her family. So to say I didn't care is wrong. You wanted to keep me away from the situation, or you wanted to keep me out of it. That's why you said family is only allowed in the hospital. But it's weird because you have told me on 2 separate occasions I'm a part of the family. And she also has already responded to this because we have talked about this. And she said that the hospital was already mad that there was so much family in there, which I totally understand. But at the
who gives a shit if the hospital's mad? You're paying to be there, especially in the U.S. Who gives a shit what they think? And again, this is the pettiness of all of this. And again, he could be right about it, but just being damn petty about it. And so again, I'm Keely, I know you're watching this, and I'm inviting you on my show because again, you're going up against Goliath, and you have a small platform. I want to hear both sides of this thing, because there's always 3 sides to every story. There's your side, there's his side, and there's the truth. Well, there's 4 sides. Crystal's side, which is absolute bullshit, probably. Again, we're into this drama because Crystal has created this type of world around these children. And it sucks that they have to have their business aired out like this. But at the same time, this has got to be a hard lesson Max has got to learn. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, this is the lesson. If you want to put your kids on the internet and make them internet famous, these are the hard lessons your kids are going to have to learn because you put them there. Okay? Now, again, Max, all this stuff to say that he's lying, and I'm literally saying that these are Crystal's words that he's saying. So I'm not even blaming him, really, even though he is an adult and he has these decisions to make. But I'm really not even blaming him because he's been groomed by Crystal and Aaron to be this type of person. That he could never be wrong. That we're so charitable, we're so giving, we're in this and that and the other thing. These people are assholes, okay? They have only taken from all of these kids, only taken from them. And probably not given back anything. Okay? So let that be the whole lesson here. He is still the victim, though. This is Crystal's words coming out Aaron's mouth hole.
Time of them telling me that I couldn't come to the hospital because I was in family, they weren't in the hospital. They were getting transferred to a different hospital. So there's no way you could have known that. I cared.
No, that's, again, more petty and weird. The reason I couldn't come to the hospital because he wasn't even there. He was being transported. Well, you couldn't have seen him then either. What are you saying? What? And you could tell this is Crystal because the logic is really weird, and Crystal's logic is like that. And you know why we know that? Because we've seen Crystal's logic. Okay, it's dumb. She's a dumbass.
About everything. I spent the last 6 months with her, and she lives about an hour and a half away from me, and
oh, that's weird.
I've driven about twice a week for 6 months, driving her.
What else do you have to do?
There, back and forth. So to say I don't care is absolutely wrong.
No, she said you didn't care at this moment about the dad. So again, she's got her side to tell. What I think he's mistaken here, and it's just a mistaken through the translation of her crying, is that she's making it sound like Max didn't care at this time, that my dad was sick and that this is all going on in our family and we were all worried. He didn't care about that. He just wanted to come to the hospital. He just wanted to do this for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe he is a nice guy, okay? But Max is trying to say that she said he didn't care throughout the whole relationship. That's not what she said. That's not what I got anyway. Because clearly she wouldn't be with him if that were the case. So I think it's just this scenario, the dad being sick, which again can be very traumatic for kids, depending on what kind of sickness this dad has. She said something about surgery. So it's pretty big deal. And it sounds like Max was feeling left out because dad's getting all the attention from the daughter. And Max wanted the attention from the daughter because he did. So it sounds like, and I could be wrong, but this is what it sounds like. He's a narcissistic person that his mother and father raised him to be this type of person, was upset that he wasn't getting the attention and not being able to come see his girlfriend because she was in the hospital with her dad. That's what it sounds like to me. Is anybody else picking that up?
To spend the rest of my life with her, and that is why I proposed, and she said yes to the proposal, and I did plan to spend the rest of my life with her.
But then a week later, we're done. So did you really plan? Like, did your love not overcome this one tiny bump? That sounds weird, right? If anything, this is a lesson in grow up before you get engaged and get married, okay? Live life.
Fortunately, things don't work out sometimes. But to say I don't care is wrong, and I still care.
No, again, let's reiterate, and I hope she comes on and does another video about... No, I don't. I think this is honestly what she means. At this point, it sounded like he didn't care because he was being selfish about wanting to see me and coming out and making it about him. That's what it sounds like to me. Not the whole relationship. That's stupid. There's a big missing gap here, and hopefully the truth comes out eventually.
To this day, and I wish nothing but the best for her.
No, you don't. Because you wouldn't be making this video if you wished the best for her. You wouldn't do it. Because wait till you see the hate that she got because of this video.
I don't know what to say, because I know what they're gonna say. I know they're gonna have a big thing, and
yeah, they're going to have a big thing, and this is the big thing that happened. And she's so scared to say it because she knows they're going to have a big thing. And then they did the big thing, and then she got the hate. So she's right.
So we weren't going to have a big thing. I did not plan to post this. We did not plan to post the engagement video or any of that stuff under request.
Why was her engagement video made anyway? Was Mommy Dearest there making the video? What probably happened is this woman doesn't like Crystal, Keely. Okay, they did the video, and Keely probably said, look, I don't want this shit on your channel because of what happened with Alex. Maybe you're bad luck, Crystal. Something happened where she's like, I don't want this, and then Crystal got upset. And Crystal likely put a bug in this kid's ear and be like, she's probably not the one for you because, look, you make content for a living. And you gotta, this is your life, and if she doesn't want to be in that life, then you just gotta find someone who, that's what she probably did, with her damn fake teeth!
And then I also just didn't plan to post a video about this whole situation. In my opinion, it's not...
And yet here you are.
Knowledge that the public needs to know. This is a private relationship between her and I.
Not anymore! And again, you didn't need to do this. You could have just taken the high road if you're trying to be all high roady. Okay? You would have looked better on the other side if you just kept your mouth shut. You would have. People would have been like, she's crying. It would have blown over in less than a week because no one gives a shit. You have 40,000 subscribers. No one cares. You made this way bigger of a deal by doing this video. And you would have come out on the other side looking like, hey, look, whatever she said, it's not true. And I'm dealing with it legally. I'm not going to talk about it. It makes you look like, you know, magnanimous. It does. You walk away looking better. But nope, dearie, mommy dearest, sitting there with her fake teeth in the shadows over here, making you do this. You can thank your mom for that, Max.
And so, to bring it online and talk about it, to me, is wrong. But I am here to...
But it's wrong, but here I am doing it. So if you think it's wrong, then you wouldn't do it. So shut up. And again, this was something Crystal would say.
Defending myself because of what she says in this video. And I just wonder what her intentions and her point was for releasing this video.
Does it matter? This is not what I don't get about the internet. I did a video, 5-part series about why I was fired from my church. I did a release recording about why I was fired. Like, you can hear the reasons why. I was upset. I got hurt by the church and I was upset. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're just hurt. Okay. I don't understand the logic. So what, I'm not allowed to tell my truth because I'm hurt? I should not say anything? I mean, sometimes the most honest things come out when we are hurt and we start waking up to the realization of things because we were hurt. And she's waking up to realizations. This is maybe her way of venting. She looks like she makes content on YouTube. This is her life. You guys always rant and rave about how it's, life with kids and blah, blah, blah. But as soon as someone else does it, you're not okay with it? That's really weird. It's weird that you're not okay with her doing it because it's against you, right? So that's, I mean, regardless of how she did it, she's upset and she has a right to tell her story. But again, throughout that, do not forget that she was ultimately, legitimately scared because she didn't mention names. She was super scared to do it. And like, that means something. That absolutely means something.
Also, a couple weeks ago, so just some YouTube knowledge real quick. Putting a video at 22 minutes boosts your revenue by X amount. Doesn't really matter.
Not necessarily.
But I told her this a couple weeks ago, and it's ironic that her video made it to 22 minutes and 57 seconds after I told her around a couple weeks ago that 22-minute mark is the sweet spot for revenue on...
Why don't you just come out and say it then, Max? What are you trying to say? You're accusing her of using this for clout, right? Which is super ironic considering everything you do. And this video especially is for your clout. This is probably one of the highest viewed videos on his channel. I'm not kidding. So spare me. Spare me.
YouTube.
Let's just say he didn't talk when he would come here to like pick me up or whatever, if I would go to his house or he would just be over here. He wouldn't talk to my family at all. And he just looked like he didn't want to be there. Like he, I guess was better than everybody else.
So this...
I don't even want to hear him say it. So this is wrong. No, it's not wrong. No. You can't even sit there, and I don't care what you're about to say, because you guys come from a massively spoiled background. You guys are so utterly spoiled. This guy hasn't had to work a day in his life. That's fine. He's a teenager, and he's owed what he's owed for being on the channel. So I'm not saying he's not owed any money. Of course he is. Right? He's been on the channel a bunch of times. It's funny because these people have like 19 kids or 25 kids that have come through this house. And you know like about 4 of them, right? They're clearly favorites that are on camera that get on, that they probably have like dry launched or soft launched a child on a video and it doesn't get as many views, and so that kid doesn't show up in videos anymore. That's what it seems like to me. And so the kids who get a lot of views, those kids always end up in videos. And I don't know why his are, but he's in there a lot, right? So he's owed a little bit. But you don't get to come in here and be like, no, I don't feel better than anybody. Yeah. Like, come on. Look at your parents. You were raised by narcissists. Your mother especially. Your dad not so much, I don't think. But you were raised by people who literally share every little detail of their lives online. So whatever you're about to say here, it's about to be a straight lie.
Comment completely struck me out of nowhere. I actually felt the opposite way. I felt...
Well, I'm sure you did, but we don't believe you.
like her family thought they were better than my family.
Well, everybody's better than your family, especially your mom and dad. Because most people don't exploit children in their stories and adopt kids to make money on them. So yeah, everybody's better than your family. They're right to think that.
For example, when my parents had dinner with their parents, conversations were very, very, very one-sided. Like, they would ask where they're from, and then they would answer, but then they wouldn't give the question back. They would...
Is this kid homeschooled? Like, I'm serious. They're homeschooled, right?
Ask questions. They wouldn't, like, everything just felt very one-sided. And
maybe because they're scared to tell your parents anything because they share everything on the internet. You ever think of that for 1 second? Crystal overshares everything. You really think they want people to know everything about them that are going to share it on the internet? Have you never given any thought to that? While your parents have no friends, right? Well, it's probably hard for you guys to make real friends. Look who he's looking at too. He's looking at his mom in this image. You ever given any thought to that? YouTubers don't have any friends. Like her sister, who has a very successful YouTube channel, they don't even talk really. Okay? They don't have friends because nobody wants to talk to her because they think they're going to use it in content. So give that, put it in your head, shake it around a little bit.
that's just how a lot of conversations felt with her family.
So now he's throwing her family under the bus. He didn't have to say any of that. Really didn't. Didn't have to touch on that whatsoever. Like, remember, he premised this whole video by saying everything she says is a lie. That's not a lie. That's her take on it. It's not a lie. Because you guys probably are like that to everybody. Have you ever like seen Ariana on her TikToks and like being asked questions? She's very, very, very rude. Okay? I spoke with Max in a chat on one of his live streams like years ago. He was a nice kid actually. He wasn't too rough, but he was like, they're very like magnetic. Like, I'm better than you. They absolutely think that they are better than people. They do. I'm sorry, they do. And he's a bio kid. Don't forget.
Giving him chances, and I'm the one who really bad.
I'm also hurt because of this whole situation. This
You look it.
hurt. I've spent the last 6 months.
I am hurt by this situation. Right, Mom? Does that sound normal? Does that sound right, Mom? I am hurt by this whole situation. I am hurt. I am also hurt by this. Crystal's like, you gotta put a tear in there or something.
Of my life, building a relationship with her, and it definitely hurt to see it crumble down.
You broke up with her, which sounds like the reason is because she wanted you to ask her dad for hand in marriage. That's what this all sounds like, honestly. Because so far I haven't heard her or you talk about the reasons.
I thought he was, I don't know, I thought he was caring at first. And
Probably was at first.
I didn't think he would, like, switch like that.
I didn't switch, and I will explain this in a minute.
No. I'm going to take her side on this one because it sounds like he got engaged no more than 3 weeks ago from this point. Okay? And you're already broken up. So that is quite the switch. No matter how you put it. And you're the one who broke up. So no matter what you say here, she's right. Okay? Even if, you know, her take on it might be wrong. But that is quite the switch from engaged to breaking up. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah? Okay.
Why she thinks I switched, but I did not switch.
Oh, but you broke up with her, so okay. So this makes me think that you'd switched. But okay, we could all be wrong.
He's gonna take back
Why didn't he answer that one though? If it's a lie, why not answer it?
something from me. I don't know if I should say what it was or anything.
Okay, this is the
know.
theft one.
Okay.
So he took something back from me, and I don't want to say it again. She's super scared to say what it is.
I want to clear this part up. She's talking about the engagement ring. So there's a lot of comments and people telling me I should be arrested for taking a gift back from her. And let me now explain what that is. So I said we got engaged. I gave her a engagement ring.
Holy shit balls! That's a nice ring. Damn. That looks like it's a 2-carat ring. Hello, holy Lipton. And she's wearing the same green nail polish in this video as she is in her video where she's crying. So you gave her this 5-carat or whatever, 5-10, looks like it could be $5,000 ring. And then like days later broke up and you didn't switch? Okay.
And this is why I'm saying she stole $5,000 from me.
She didn't steal $5,000 from you, dude. You gave her the ring. The end. No matter what you think the law, I think, says that that's hers. You gave it to her. Possession is 9/10 of the law. You gave her the ring. If she wants to keep it, oh well, and sell it, okay, cool. That's what you get for making brash decisions and rushing into things. You gave her a gift that is now hers. And now a lot of people are in the comments, well, this is the debate, and I'd love to hear your comments below, because Kira did the same thing, and I was upset with her for keeping Oscar, but Oscar didn't care, right? She kept the very, very expensive ring. She's like, that's mine. And so she's like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, that's stupid. But at the same time, you made the choice to give her a ring. That is technically her ring now. I think legally, that's hers. Can we agree on that at least? Regardless of how you feel about it being a gift and a contract. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a contract that we're getting married. And if you don't get married, you have to give it back. Because someone in the comments said, because Judge Judy would say that. Are you kidding me right now? Judge Judy is a television judge. Nothing she says, no. If she took him to court, that's her ring. Unless you literally drew up a contract and said, if we don't get married, I get my ring back. Okay, that's in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
So after I proposed, she said yes, and then the next day her dad got sick, and so we went home. So she only wore the ring for one day. And then she went and was
So you got engaged and the day later you broke up? Are you kidding me? And you don't think that's a fast switch? What? What?
taking care of all of her dad's stuff, and we didn't see each other. It wasn't really, nothing was going on. And she hadn't worn the ring since the first day I gave it to her. Because
she didn't want her dad, who's sick, to know that she got engaged without you asking for his permission, because she knew it would hurt her dad. What don't we get about this? Now, feel how you want to feel about the traditional sense of what this is, but that was what she was feeling, and you seem to love this girl, and sounded like you were gonna do it. But that's where this is all going. So he's like, oh, you didn't wear it. So because she didn't wear it, it's not a gift? I don't get it. It's weird.
21st. So she wore it on the 21st, and then she took it off, and she wanted me to lie to her family about it. I went over to her.
He keeps saying that, and it is technically true, but yes, it sounds like, okay, this is what it sounds like. And I know there's nuance to this, and I'm generally not a nuanced guy. But he proposed to her. What is she going to say? No? While the cameras are out and all that stuff, Crystal's there, it's all running. She's going to say no? She's pressured to say yes, because she probably does want to marry him, which is really weird. Don't do it. Okay? But she says yes, and then later probably says, look, can we do it this way instead? And like, she probably didn't say, I need you to go lie. Okay? But what she probably did say, can we redo this? And I really need you to ask Dad. Like, he's making it sound like she's like, I need you to lie to everybody. I need you to be a sinner and burn in the outer darkness. That's what it's making her sound like. That's not true here. Okay? That's not true.
Her house on December 26th. We did their like family dinner for Christmas.
5 days
and everything.
later.
They did theirs on the 26th. On the 27th, she still wasn't wearing the ring, and so
you know why though?
I asked her where it was because I wanted to make sure it was in a safe place, and I offered to go home and put it in my safe. And then she said, "No, it's fine. Like I have the ring. Yeah, everything's good."
Are you admitting this on camera right now? Okay.
And so I was like, "Okay, fine." And then I started to drive home.
So whoever this is giving somebody on that chair like a coffee or a tea or something. That looks like Aaron, actually. So that is Aaron. Crystal's here in the shadows. That's what's happening. He brought her over something to drink, and the two parents are sitting down there while he makes this video. That's just, it's icky for them to do that, right? That's icky.
I was filling up gas at the gas station when she texted me and was like, "Hey, like I'm really hurt that you would take it." And I was like, "Take what? I didn't take anything." And she's like, "I'm really hurt that you would take the ring." And so I was like, "What? I didn't take the ring." And then I drove back to her house and to help her search for it. Like, there's text message proof of all of this.
Text message proof that you came back to her house to get the ring. Okay.
And she wouldn't really help me like search for it. She wouldn't let me look around. Like she wouldn't let me do that. And she tried to say I took it. So I actually let her search the Camry, which I was driving at the time. I let her search the entire car to prove I didn't take the ring. I showed her my pockets. I didn't have it. I didn't have the ring. I didn't take it with me. So she said she lost it. But in my opinion, I think she took it and she's planning to either sell it or already did sell it, or her mom took it and is planning to sell it.
Doesn't matter who has it. It might not even be the ring. I think a lot of people were saying that you took a camera back. That's what I didn't think it was the ring. That you took a camera. Maybe it was the ring. Maybe she thinks she did take it. Maybe you did take it. Again, he's like, I can prove that I went over there to look for it. Okay, it doesn't prove that you didn't take it, though. So, and maybe she did sell it, but that's her prerogative because, hey, Max, bring it on in here. Crystal there on YouTube, bring it in here. It's hers now, okay?
So I honestly don't know what to think. The ring is missing.
I mean, he wasn't good.
Well, again, it's he said, she said, and he's been raised by who? So I'm gonna, again, even if he's right, it's still hers. Why did you go over there? That's so weird that you went over there.
take that back.
And then it's gone.
It was like, if I had it in a safe spot or whatever, I did. And then...
So this is the part where I was talking about putting it in my safe. And
Yeah, you could just be saying that. Like, you saw the video and then you made up this, could be a lie here. This could be like, okay, when she says this part, this is what you're going to say. And I have text messages to prove it. Okay. But again, some people were saying it was a camera. And she might come out and say, look, it's my ring, and I lied about that. He didn't take it. And hopefully she does if he didn't. Because that will let, she shouldn't have lied about that if that's the case. But if he's lying about that, that's gross. But again, none of this really matters because she's feeling threatened because she feels she has to give this back and she doesn't want to give it back. It is her ring, bro. I think the $5,000 you paid for that, that's restitution for the heartbreak. I think that's... You made this choice to propose to this girl that you seem to love. 6 days later, you're done with her. She's heartbroken over this whole thing. Yeah, here's $5,000. See you later. You guys are literally worth millions of dollars. Okay, so spare me. Mommy will pay for it.
keeping it in a safe place.
Like, let's be real, Mommy probably did pay for it and they want it back.
And then, conveniently, when he leaves, it's gone. So I went...
So she is trying to play this like I stole the ring, which that makes no sense because then why would I report it stolen? Keep in mind...
You can't report it stolen. I'm sorry, Max. It's not yours. You can't report something stolen that isn't yours. That's really weird. And like, if you have all these receipts, show it. Like, let's say the police are going to her house and getting the ring. It's hers. And I think if you call the police and they're like, so tell me this whole story about the stolen ring. Okay, look, I proposed to her. I gave her this ring as a gift, as a proposal. Then I went back to get it. It was gone. So I'm reporting it stolen. And they're going to be like, pretty sure that's hers. Right? Am I wrong? Plus, would they really want to get involved in this? I mean, it is Utah or Mormon culture. I think they're in Arizona. Police are like, can you please not bother us? Thanks. We have crimes that are going on.
I'm still within my 30-day time limit of returning the ring and...
Nope. It's hers. You gave it to her. Doesn't matter what the receipt says, you idiot. I'm sorry. He's an idiot for saying this. I'm still within my... Like, you think that's how this works? You give someone something, and because it's got a warranty on it, you think you are deserved it back because it's still under warranty? Are you serious?
Getting all my money back. If you know...
I'm sorry, dude. You gave her the ring, man.
About pawning rings or selling rings, you'll never get the full amount you paid for it back. And so that's...
She knows. Again, who cares, buddy? Broke her heart. It's the least you could do.
That's why I want it back so badly is because I'm still within my 30
I owe Mom $5,000.
days. And so if I would have taken it, I would have already returned it and got my money back.
We know. But if you would have taken... No, see, what he's saying is like, if I would have taken it, I would have got my money back. How do we know you didn't? Also, maybe not. Because you could... Like, if she's accusing you of stealing, it's on you, and you probably talked to a lawyer. Let's be real. These people have millions of dollars. They probably have a lawyer. The lawyer probably said, no, get on there and say you didn't. Doesn't matter. You're never going to get your money back from that ring, but you also cannot be accused of theft. It's more important for him not to be accused of theft than getting his money back. That's what Mommy's dearest lawyer probably told him. Again, if they likely talk to a lawyer's going to be like, if you're being accused of theft, they have no proof you stole it, then let's just, nobody gets it kind of thing. Wipe your hands of it, say you didn't do it, but don't also return it. Like, that ring's just going to be in limbo forever now because it's more important for them not to be accused of theft than it is to him get his $5,000 back. I'm telling you that. Okay, that's my take on it. Why would she lie about that?
Would be an issue.
Can I...
See, he has more incentive to lie about it than she does, in my opinion. Right? They have their family that's both on there. He represents Crazy Pieces big time because he's part of the family. He's in the content. If he's accused of theft and proves that he stole the thing, that's going to be bad news for the family, okay? He has way more to lose than she does. She's a nobody on YouTube. Maybe she'll get money for it, but she just like way more. Like she can get. Maybe she did steal it. It's not. She didn't steal it. It's hers anyway. But maybe she's lying about that he didn't steal it. But again, he has way more incentive to lie than she does, in my opinion.
Look at it. Can I see it again or whatever? And then they take it back every time. So.
I wasn't trying to take it back as a sign of we're not engaged anymore. I was trying to take it as a sign of like, let me put it in a safe place.
No, what are you saying right now? Is this the line that Crystal came on? So you come up with Crystal? I was trying to take it back, even though 3 seconds ago he told you that he had the receipt and he had 30 days to get all his money back. And that's what he wanted to do. He just told you that that's what he was going to do. And now he changes his tune. Not 3 seconds later.
That's all I was trying to do. Because you...
No, you just lied. That's not all you were trying to do. Why were you going to keep it in your safe? The engagement's off. You broke up. We're just going to keep it in case you got engaged again? Really? No, Max, you're lying. We're not to stop insulting our intelligence. Again, it's not Max, it's Crystal.
Wearing it.
I never, so.
That was the worst lie of this whole thing. He's trying to tell us how many times she's lying and all the lies she made, and he just made the most egregious lie because she could call him on it because he just said, I had the receipt, I wanted to get my money back, and then 2 seconds later he's like, I just wanted to put it in a safe place. Who's lying now?
Like, I'm not gonna show him where it's at because I know he's gonna take it. Like,
and I didn't know where it was at. I didn't know where she was. I don't know, and I didn't know anything like that. And I didn't search through her stuff to find it.
Today.
Again, who has more incentive to lie? That's all we have to, like, in a court of public opinion, which is what this is. Judge Josh with the gavel, okay? Who has more to lose here? Who has more to gain? Who has more to protect? Max. My decision is final.
He just had some hurtful stuff he said to my dad, and he's literally sick.
So here's what happened with the dad situation. Basically, I was sitting outside the front of their house. This was the 27th. And I was just waiting for the ring. I was like, hey, like, could you go in and get it?
It's not your ring, buddy.
Or go in and, like, search for it. Like, I'm totally fine waiting here. Like, that's all.
Oh, you're totally fine waiting here outside while she go get you the thing that you gave her that's hers. Okay. Again, she's scared. She doesn't know that it's hers. She could have just been like, look, dude, you proposed to me. You gave me a gift. It's mine. We're done now. Be gone. That's all she had to do. Be gone. Call the police. Be like, I don't want this guy sitting in front of my house. File a report. Be gone, bro. You gave her the ring. It's hers.
Be gone, fuck!
It is hers. I'm Googling this. A broken engagement, who gets to keep the ring? This is by business law, and it just says here, highlighting, surprisingly, there is no Arizona statute or case law in question of whether an ex-fiance is entitled to have an engagement ring returned to him. So, no, you're not entitled to it. The end. So anyway, there's no precedent set for it, so basically, the law's on her side because there's no precedent set. She can keep it, she can sell it, she can keep it on her finger, on the other finger, and be like, I like it. It's a gift that I was given by this guy who's on a YouTube channel.
And then the dad ended up coming out after a while, and he was basically came up to my passenger window and was like, hey, like, you need to leave, you need to get out of here when they find whatever they're trying to find.
Yeah, I don't think he said that. I think he said, look, you literally broke my daughter's heart. Piss off, bro. That's what I do too, as a dad. If you're literally sitting outside my house after breaking up with my daughter, after proposing to her, and then wanting the gift back, I'd be like, look, bro, beat it, punk, okay? Skedaddle. You're not sitting in front of my house while my daughter's in here crying. Get wrecked. And get lost, now. And I'm not gonna say it again. That's what would happen in my house. Go.
We'll let you know. Well, I was just basically like, do you want to know? And I basically ended up just telling him because he didn't know about the engagement. He didn't know about any of that stuff. And
so he's upset and he's like, look, I'm going to tell her dad because he's going to be super mad at her for doing this. Cool, buddy. That's mature.
I told him. And I was just basically like, please go in and find the ring. Like, I just want...
No, he told you to leave. You leave. And instead, he's like, look, man, your daughter's lied to you. We were engaged. Which, as a dad, I'd be like, okay, that makes it worse, bro. So, again, skedaddle!
The ring back. Yeah, just things got a little heated.
He's making it sound like they're like...
From there, it was just kind of a back and forth, and then he ended up going inside.
So you're just admitting to what she said was right. He was rude to my father. And it sounds like you're rude to her dad. So... You just said it got heated, and you said at the beginning of this video, though those are lies, that's not a lie. What she said, you corroborated. Okay? I mean, you should have got a better lawyer than Crystal. I don't think she's a lawyer.
But I wanted the ring back, and then I ended up calling the police, and the ring is reported stolen now. I'm not happy.
It's not your ring, buddy.
With the way I responded to that situation.
There you go. Again, corroborating what she said was correct, so she wasn't lying. Got it? I mean, so far you're batting zero on this. Batting zero.
But still, they still have stolen the ring, and I still don't have...
it is, again, that's, you just said that she's slandering your name all over the internet. You just told everybody on the internet, your parents, millions of subscribers and Crazy Middles and all the people backing you up, that she stole this ring. You just told everybody she stole it. That's slander, that's libelous. Okay? Again, Keely, if you're watching this, just remember that he said that to you. You screenshot, I have it here. Okay? He's not allowed to say that because you didn't steal it. It was a gift to you. Cool? And even if you had to lie to get him off your property, that's okay too. If you're sitting outside and your dad's arguing with him and you want him to be gone, you got to say what you got to say. I don't blame you. I honestly don't blame you for trying to get him off your property. That's just the way it has to be. If you want this creepy guy with a bad haircut off your property, then you got to do what you got to do. Okay? Your dad is sick. You don't want him getting in fights and he's already frail and getting through surgery. You don't want I understand why you did it. Okay? But he just accused you of stealing on the internet and then accused you of being slanderous and libelous. Okay? So how the tables have turned, I guess.
The ring, but it is reported stolen, so it can't be sold. So she's making it sound like
there's a way.
Like I said really offensive stuff to her dad. It was pretty much just a back and forth between him and I of like, I told him what happened, words were said. It was nothing.
Why are you downplaying it? You're downplaying it. It was pretty much, we got in an argument. That's what she said. Okay?
Like I offended, nothing that should have been offensive. I think.
But maybe he took offense to it. Yeah? That's not your place to say.
She's upset because I told her dad the truth about the engagement.
I feel like
Again, you're now slandering her on the internet, putting words in her mouth that she didn't say. Funny how that works, right? Interesting.
everything was fine until the 21st of December.
So I don't know where the switch for her on the 21st, because the 21st I feel like was the day everything was good. So I don't know why.
You broke up with her, so you don't get to say anything like this. Is like, if she broke up with you, then I can understand that. Okay, but that's also, if she broke up with you and she kept the ring, then I'd be a little bit more pissed actually. But it sounds like, and maybe I'm wrong. Did she break up with him? No, it doesn't sound like it. She's heartbroken. Yeah.
Why she's pointing at the 21st? Maybe she's saying the engagement was a mistake in her mind.
If you don't know what she's saying, maybe don't try to put words in her mouth. How about that?
It wasn't just using me.
Accusing
so
you.
Saying that I used you is completely and utterly wrong.
Nope. She can say that. She's allowed to say that. You could say the same thing though. Hey, she used me for a $5,000 engagement ring. If she feels used, she feels used. You took 6 months of her life. I mean, I think she's entitled to feel that way. No? No?
How did I use you? I gave you nothing but my love, time.
And
I put
$5,000 engagement ring.
all the effort for the relationship. I was always
you were all the effort, were you?
driving back and forth.
Well, it's because you have the means. Sounds like she comes, from what I gather, she's not from a wealthy family. She probably doesn't have her own vehicle. She probably doesn't have enough gas money. She's young. Sounds like you have the means. So if you're willing to do that, it sounds like you feel like you're entitled to something from her because you did those things. That sounds a bit weird. You shouldn't feel that way. That's grossy. Ewy, grossy.
Always put in my maximum amount of effort. And it's interesting that saying I'm trying to use you when I can see, so the tags on your video are public, so you can basically tag, so if something is searched up, this video will pop up. Mm-hmm. She tagged Crazy Pieces, Max Pettit, Crazy Middles for some reason. I don't know.
That's because it's, again, part of the conglomerate, and they came in and made comments, so she's allowed to.
Why she threw that one in there. Max Pettit girlfriend, Max X, breakup. Love, gone wrong, broke up. But she...
Yeah, I mean... It's not like she's like some 30-year-old doing this. This is basically a teenager. This is it. This is life. You should have just taken the L, Max. This made you so much worse for you, dude.
She threw some in there. Like, Crazy Middles didn't need to be thrown there. Crazy Pieces didn't need to...
Why? You're from Crazy Pieces. Are you not?
Be thrown in there.
What he's accusing her of clout chasing, okay? And so be it. Again, if someone's hurt and this is what they're going to get from it, cool. Do what you got to do, girl. Get yours.
None of those needed to be thrown in there.
According to you, but maybe she's felt like everybody needed to hear what kind of dickweed you were. That's her prerogative, man. She's allowed to.
So you say I'm trying to use you, and then you tag those on your video, and you're getting views and money up.
Yeah, but she doesn't think you're using her for clout on the internet. She probably thinks that you used her as a person. That's a lot worse than putting some hashtags in a video. That's what she said there. You're saying, I used her. Huh, she used me for clout. Yeah, but she thinks you used her as a person. Man, that's gross that you're comparing the two. Ew. Ew, ew.
This.
He would be that hurtful, but
She's really making it sound like I said something really offensive, and I just didn't.
You probably did.
people just hide it for this amount of money.
She probably thinks that you were someone, you pretended to be someone you weren't. And then when you broke up, you're just like, okay, well, bye, after getting engaged. See, if you weren't engaged, it'd probably be a little bit different, right? You literally took the step to marry somebody, and in your religion, you are literally married to them. It doesn't matter. Okay, that is a covenant you're making in front of Joseph Smith. Okay, it's a pretty big deal to be married in Mormon church. That's why her mom and dad are that's why his mom and dad are still together, even though they hate each other. It's just the basically way it is. So you made this ultimate commitment that you are going to be married to this person, and then like not a week later you're done with it. It's so weird. So yeah, she feels used, but it's not. You make it sound like it's just like this is regular. Again, if you didn't do the engagement, then this would be blown way out of proportion. I understand that, but there's an engagement here. A life-altering decision you both made. And then all of a sudden, a week later, you're like, bye, peace out, girlfriend, give me back my money.
So then,
I don't feel like I've hidden anything.
if you watch
That's fine. She feels like you have, so. Agree to disagree.
this, I don't even know if I should say.
And you got to put the contrast here, right? It's so stark. She's there like blubbering, blowing her nose. She looks like she hasn't slept in 5 days. And he's like, my mom made me make this video. And look at this video. And she's breaking it down with zero remorse, zero feeling. This guy got engaged to this woman and he has zero feeling about it. Instead, he's smirking a bunch. They probably laughed about this when they first watched it. Okay? They're probably all sitting there laughing at Keely in the house. The whole family. And you have zero emotion about somebody you were almost married to? That's gotta mean something. That's a little bit weird and icky too, right? Ew.
To subscribe or anything, because
Throwing a subscribe in the middle of this is interesting.
No, she didn't say subscribe to me. She's like, let me hear that again.
if you watch this, I don't even know if I should say to subscribe or anything.
See what she said there? I don't even know if I should say this. Right? Because she's feeling conflicted about it. And he's like, why did she say subscribe to her channel? She didn't say that. She says, I don't know if I should even say that because YouTubers do that. Subscribe to my video. But she's like conflicted about this video. She's like, look, I don't even know if I should even say that. You know, are you getting that? Like, I don't know where you can pick up that. That's weird to me. You're lying now, Max.
Because
Throwing a subscribe in the middle of this is a
She didn't say subscribe to my video. She says, I don't know if I should even say that. Again, you're being disingenuous here. Are you seriously taking your mom's advice on this? Because this has been bad for you the whole way through.
interesting.
really, if he thinks that I'm gonna still be around after he's said hurtful things to me and hurtful things to me.
What's also interesting is this was actually filmed on the 27th after all of the stuff happened, after I was trying to get back the ring. And we still ended up talking the 28th, 29th, 30th, and we finally stopped texting on the 30th.
Okay, so? Who cares?
And then on the 31st, she texted me, good morning, I hope you have a great day. And then she posted this at 1 o'clock.
That's because she's like, hope you have a great day. I'm about to ruin it for you. Oh, well. She's being a little petty. You know, she's a little bit allowed to be a little bit petty after you did that to her. No? Okay.
So we still talked
I think
for
she's
several days
allowed.
after this.
That proves nothing. That literally proves nothing. All it proves is that she held onto the video to see if you were going to have a change of heart and not be a dickweed for the next 4 days, but you weren't. You were a dickweed for the next 4 days. So she's like, okay, here we go. That's all that proves to me, that she actually held off and didn't do it. She slept on it. That actually makes this video a lot more powerful. She did the video, she watched it, she slept on it, and then she released it. That's what it shows me.
It was interesting that about 30 minutes
Here's my mommy's notes.
before she filmed this video on the 27th, I left at 3:30 from her house. And she said she filmed this at like 4 o'clock. And she had told me like 30 minutes before she filmed this that I could come over on the 31st and like she would look for it and she would do this and do that.
She's trying to get you out of there. Like, are you not picking up on social cues? I understand why. Let's be real. These people don't pick up on social cues. This girl is trying to make excuses, Max, to get you out of there. Did you not pick that up? Pick up social cues. That's part of consent, by the way. You don't pick that up, you should probably get lessons in that. She's trying to get rid of you. You don't see that? That's weird.
But then she filmed a video saying how it's over and like this, that, and the other. Honestly, I'm just gonna pause it here. I just kind of feel used.
Okay. He's just saying the same thing she said.
The engagement ring's gone. She's made a video about it, which I never planned to do. And I just feel like the list goes on and on and on. And I don't know. I just feel used in this whole situation.
No, poor you.
At the end of the
You'll be okay. Shut up.
I didn't want this to be a thing in the first place.
You proposed to a woman, probably has the same faith as you, and then literally like destroyed her. I feel you. Do you feel yours? You guys know what gaslighting is? This is gaslighting. 150 million % gaslighting. That's what this is. It's gross.
I didn't want anything on the internet. I didn't want this public.
And it didn't have to be. If you are meaning what you're saying right now, I didn't want any of this, and there it is. And there's boogers on your pad there. You should probably pick those off.
Please respect our privacy. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point.
Did he just say that? Did you say, please respect our privacy? After doing this video, please respect. Oh, influencer, you make me laugh. You're so funny. Here, I'm going to break it all down and lie about it and say what lie she made, but then corroborate what she said is true. But please respect my privacy. Yes. Oh, I love it.
I take legal action or whatever.
Are you going to take legal action? Because if that's the case, man, I'll start her a GoFundMe to hire her a lawyer because you slandered her and you accused her of stealing. And even if she does have the ring, bro, it's hers. She didn't steal it. You gave it to her. That's slanderous in my opinion. So good luck suing her. And Keely, if you're scared about being sued, don't be. You just have to tell the truth. Okay? And if the truth is he gave you a ring, it's yours. Okay? That's it. You think he's going to sue you over a breakup? Are you serious? And I know you're probably scared of it because they have unlimited funds. But you reach out to me and I will help you any way I can. Because I know that you probably don't have money and you're probably scared of the lawyers and the law. It's not on their side, I promise. I promise. I know you're getting a ton of hate, which we're going to look at in a second, but I promise you're in the right here.
End up doing, so I would like to keep the rest of this private and off the internet. I hope
I'm sure you would.
She does the same.
Yeah, right? You got the audacity to be this guy's like, I want this to be private. The audacity. The audacity. Okay, so he releases that video, and then her video here, I'm just going to refresh it, see if we get any more downvote. Now, she's still the same amount of downvotes, which is good. She's not getting downvoted to hell. It's because his subscribers are mostly children and weird old ladies who don't know what that means, which is good. So here it is. The comments. If he took something that was yours, then you have legal recourse, blah, blah, blah. Selfish is the word. You need to recognize the difference between the selfish and selfless in a relationship. Look, I'm going to go sort by newest because he dropped that video and then the hatred poured in, okay? Because in his video, which has more downvotes than hers, by the way, which is awesome, 81,000, look at this guy's channel. 81.5 thousand views. He's making money on this video. So he's talking about clout. She's chasing clout. He made money, okay? So sort by top. Look at this, top 1,948 comments. Crazy middles at the top there. Don't ever let someone talk you into getting engaged. She didn't talk him into getting engaged. What are you talking about? Did you not listen to any of this video? I'm going to roast all the people that are supporting him, by the way. 6 months is no length to know someone, Max. Consider yourself very lucky you got it when you did. This is not love. Max, you're so strong. And I believe you 100% dodged a bullet. Well, let's agree to be like they both dodged bullets. How about that? Can we say that? Because she massively dodged a bullet. Imagine being in that family. No thanks. Here it is. As Judge Judy would say, an engagement ring is a gift with an intent of marriage. Until that happens, the ring goes back to the man. Thanks, Judge Judy. Someone writes, Judge Judy is not a real judge. Judge Judy's a TV show, people. People are their fan base is dumb. Okay? She seems extremely emotional, manipulative. So sorry you're having to go through this. She's emotional, yes. Not manipulative, I don't think. See, look, he comes out with this. The fake. You think that was fake crying? We've seen a lot of fake crying on social media. That wasn't it. There was literal gobs of snot. Most influencers cry and they're like, and they dab at nothing. Okay, it's like nothing. Okay, that's not fake crying. She's destroyed. The fact that she wanted to lie about the engagement to her father speaks volumes. Again, this is what he was looking for. He was looking for people to engage in this. He's like, everyone, look, she wants to lie. She's a liar. Anyone who feels comfortable lying. No, she didn't want to lie to her dad. Again, I think what happened, and I hope she corroborates this, is that she didn't want to say no and embarrass him during an engagement. Okay, it looks like it was sprung on her. I don't know. But again, in the same, afterwards said, look, it's really important that my dad gets asked. That's a really important value to me. Can you do that? Not lie. But I guess it is a lie. Like if you want to get, but it's not like a lie that's like so late. It's like, I want you to lie and be a dickhead about it. No, it's like, hey, look, this is really important to my dad who's sick. Can you do this for me? That's what it sounds like. So he gets a ton of support. Max ate this up. This is how you defend your name. Is it? Because I'm pretty sure I just tore down every single thing he said there with ease, by the way. No one should push the idea of getting engaged after 6 months, but he should also have the sense to wait until time is right. They're both in stable position to actually get married, not just be engaged for the sake of it and do whatever she wants. Shows immaturity on both sides. Take her to court to keep the matter private. She's a clout chaser. She thrives on public responses. Max, we understand. Thank you for clearing. Yeah, that definitely cleaned things up. By law, the engagement ring is not a gift. No, it's a gift. Again, we just looked at the law. There's no precedent set. It's her ring. Cop's not going to come and be like, give us back the ring. And if they do, I would sue the police. Dodged a bullet. She's playing the victim. She is the victim. Playing the gold digger. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, here's the comment she's receiving. Keely, I don't know you at all, but I can tell that Max needs to grow up a lot before he can have a committed relationship with someone. He cares mostly about his truck and his bike. That's true. He has no motivation to hold a job or plans to be a career. He keeps saying he doesn't know what he wants to do, yet he thinks at a young age he can buy a house. That's just naive. And get married? I think that makes sense. He also doesn't strike me as a compassionate person. This is very raw for you. Take some time. Maybe you're ready. Yeah, that's a good comment. You are a liar, and you are the one making up lies about Max. Max doesn't need your crap in his life. Give him the ring back and get a life. This is from an adult human. Praying for your dad. Fake, fake, fake. You use Max to get your YouTube views. She doesn't make any money on this channel. None. You're young, kind, and beautiful. You move on to a better relationship. You're so delusional. What did you think coming on would do? You sound dumb, and you're lying through your teeth. Do us all a favor and shut your channel. Like, this is what they wanted. This is what Crystal wanted. She's getting massive amounts of this. It's just pouring in. I won't give you the views, but you're fake with alligator tears. It's crocodile tears, and no, she's actually crying, you dumbass. It's all okay to be okay. We all support you. I once was told you'll have lots of loves until you find your true love. And she said, thank you for your kind words. You're gross to sit on here and fake cry while spreading lies. Look at these people. They just believed him whole cloth, and I just dismantled everything he said. That's how dumb these people are. They're stupid. Again, I'm not saying she's completely right. Keely might have some problems, and it's never like one-sided, but in this case, it seems super one-sided. When you propose and a week later break up, there's something wrong. This is ridiculous, shows your age. Everyone unsubscribe to this liar. In all caps, by the way. She just wanted views and fam. Fake crying, really? Stealing an engagement ring? You're a joke. Yes, don't YouTube anymore. You tried to use his family and his YouTube platform for your garbage. Karma. If you were proud of the engagement, you would had told your father. You're a stupid moron. She said it was important for her father to be told first. To some people, that's really, really important. You idiot. And she's probably felt really pressured with a camera on her while being proposed to because she saw what Alex did with the other one. Crystal's there putting pressure on these kids to do this, and then she's gonna say no on camera, so everybody's gonna hate her? Are you serious? Have a little compassion, you asshole. You saw dollar signs? The guy lives in a friggin' tent by the river. He doesn't know. Like, she's getting hate. Girl, bye. You're a joke. You just want views. Oh, baby, you're just pressed because he spilled the tea onto your daddy? How did he use you, sweetheart? He's from money, old money. He's not from old money, you dumbass. He's from YouTube money. You're the one who used him for the clout. And let's not forget who's out here making a video. And then he made a video. He's not old money, someone says. He's not from old money, he's from new money, YouTube money. Do y'all know the difference? First off, your fake crying is not helping. Blah, you are a liar. You're a lair. Apparently she's a lair. You should get belt whooping from your dad for hiding your engagement. Wow, you and your family ought to be ashamed of yourself. You can 100 tell you're not telling the truth. You're a liar. Your videos with Max and them are the only videos you get most of the views. Okay. The videos that Max is in jail with his mother are the only ones that get views. So what does that tell you? So everybody says she's chasing clout, okay? But I want you to see this video of her in the video with him. And you tell me if she's trying to take the spotlight or whatever the case may be. I want you to tell me how you feel about her in one of his videos. Okay, they did this Gatorade one.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. This is my...
So she's, first of all, my first impression of her on the channel is she's ultra shy. She doesn't stare at the camera, doesn't stare at herself in the camera. She's not taking over the conversation. She's not trying to be the star of the show. She's just kind of there. He's kind of just, it sounds like he's just like, do this with me. You might like it. And it doesn't even look like she wants to be in the video, to be honest. Watch.
My girlfriend Keely, and today we're going to be trying all the Gatorade flavors. And,
you think that's someone who's a clout chaser? She's like, oh my God. She's very shy.
Competitor. So
let's go forward and do it.
One.
Clout chaser, eh? She's just being there because she wants to support him. That's what it looks like to me. Fake. To be real, homegirl, Max would never try on making Hom look bad. These are your fans, Max. Are you proud of that? You're so fake, be real, and tell the truth. You're money-hungry type of female. You would never go big on YouTube. Holy crap. Wow, stay in school! Don't bring him or any family into your dramatic behavior. You don't like crying in front of him. Just shut up. Like, these people are so mean. You're scum. You're the one who used Max and his family. You're scum. Look at this elephant over here telling her she's scum. You should go to jail for grand theft. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. No one is ever saying that. Like, she's not a thief. She was given the gift. It's hers. You are a thief and you're a liar. You should shut your YouTube down. Look at this. She's getting tons and tons and tons of hate. This video is giving a real cry for attention. When the engagement is over, you give back the ring. No, you don't have to. I mean, if I had my choice, my son gets engaged and they don't, I would say, yeah, you should probably give it back. But that's my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right about it. Legally, it's hers. But I think technically, yeah, I think she should probably give it back. But if she doesn't want to, that's her prerogative. I think we can all agree on that, though. Stupid drama queen, you're such a liar. All you want is attention. Allow yourself to be sad for a moment. And that's a good comment. You're so stupid, you must have found you in a ditch. Stop the lies. That's nice. Found her in a ditch, eh? You're not worth my time, except you watched the video. Grow up, she says. Continue. She seems to be deleting comments. I think she's deleting my comments, which is fine. I don't expect her to come on my show, but I have offered an olive branch. She's going up against it. I can give her advice. Keely, you don't have to come on my show. Just reach out to me for advice. I will help you. Okay, I know how this all works. Okay, I really do. And I think that you've been taken advantage of, and I think that you have been used, and he's using it for clout even more now. And if you go to her channel, like, he's got a ton of videos with her in his videos, and he used her for that. Hey, here's my girlfriend. I'm a normal guy. I have a girlfriend. See, I have a girlfriend. I'm normal, right? I'm normal like everybody else. You got a picture. Sorry guys, no video today. My dad had to go to the hospital and found out he has to, that's 13 seconds. Like, this picture of her and this, I guess, is her family, I guess. A date with my boyfriend, crazy brother, get ready with me, holiday giving maybe it's Burr baskets. But she puts him in the videos. But decorating for Christmas, he's in there. Again, her whole channel is not about him. But yes, any video that he shows up in, she gets thousands of views. I'll give you that. But again, he did the same thing to you. So it is what it is. I think they used each other, maybe. I don't think it was for YouTube fame because she didn't have that many subscribers to begin with. So, and she didn't really gain much. All she gained was hate from all this. But Keely, if you're watching this, please reach out to me. He slandered you. Okay? Absolutely did. Crystal, you did your son wrong here by directing him to do this while sitting in the shadows of that television. Okay? Grossy gross. Max, you were absolutely wrong in all this, and you confirmed most of what she said to be true. Just, I don't know if you knew that, but you did. That's a real weird that you would do this video and you said you weren't going to do it. And then at the end of the 17-minute video, breaking down every word she said, you're like, now I want privacy. Are you out of your damn mind? You're grounded. Anyway, everybody, take a deep breath. Wow. Some people, if you grow up on the internet, it's just, I feel bad for you because this is what you honestly believe. This is how you think you have to deal with your issues. Isn't that crazy that the reason the way he thinks he should deal with his issues is making a YouTube video, because that's all Crystal and Aaron have taught their kids. The only thing that these kids know about life is YouTube. And that is actually scary because they'll never be able to handle real life problems because they think YouTube's going to be their answer. That's insane, by the way. Thanks for being here, guys. This was a funny one, actually. And Keely, if you're there, reach out. Happy to offer advice as much as you need. I know you're up against it and you're up against a big fan base and they're coming for you. They want blood. Keep the ring. It's yours. It's yours. Okay? Seriously. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. You're amazing, incredible, and valuable. Don't you forget it. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you when I see you.